Hey, what's up, peeps? It's Ashley and Sophia, and today we are back with another banger, a brand new video. Make sure to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Punch that bell for post notifications, and let's get on to the video.
Wow! We've got Ashley and little Ashley. What up, peeps? Sophia had like a little introduction. Mr. Parliament is not here with us. He is doing his posh closet. We're heading to my great aunt's wake and funeral, and we decided to come to you, do a little vlog, and maybe Sophie will talk more because she barely never talks on the videos. So tell them all about who you are, Sophia Jean Pompey. How old you are, what do you like, what's your favorite food, all that stuff.
So, I'm Sophia Jean Pompey. I am 13. What else was I? I'm in 8th grade, and things that I enjoy. I like exploring. In my free time, I will go out in the woods or my cornfield because we have a cornfield across my house that I always explore, and then there's woods in it. So I be going in there. I be going up in the deer hunt stands.
You do? Oh my goodness.
Yes, that's
She's
me
a
and
country kid.
Spots.
She is the country kid to the heart. Like I always when I was little, I didn't get to go explore. Like I like to stay in the house. I like to play with my Barbies. I like to be clean. And your dad got on me because when you were little, I did not want you getting dirty. I didn't let you play in the dirt and go do all that stuff. And then now, well, he was like, you gotta let her be a kid. And so then I started letting you go out and do stuff. But I mean, this is against what I grew up as. But then you started being real country. Tell them about like what you have done.
Wow, we have spears. Like, they're long too. Man, I would go out and kill snakes. I would just keep poking them until they're dead, and I would get a knife, cut them up, you know. Ugh.
She's a country kid. I promise nobody in my family on my side ever does that. So she takes that from Dale's family because they're all into doing stuff like with animals, like hunting and all that, fishing. They're all into that. My family, they don't do that. There's like nobody in my family that does that. Everybody just like, I don't know, they don't do hunting or fishing. But his Dale does it. I mean, he hasn't lately, but he does it. His dad does it. His brother, oh my goodness, your Uncle David is an avid. He is like, that's his life right there, is doing hunting and fishing.
Yeah.
Your cousin, like his Dale's side of the family, like everybody does that, but that's where you get your country from. Me, I'm city. Your dad's country.
I like the country. I like where I live. It's like I don't know, it's like perfect.
I would have liked to live. I grew up like in town, so living out in the country, it was not my pick. But that we we bought the house after his grandmother died, and it has like 4 acres on it. So yeah, Dale wanted to keep it in his family, living out in the country, which I'm more of like a city girl. Like I would move to Chicago, I would move to obviously Puerto Rico, #1, Florida, all that. But Dale likes the country, and he said if we move, we'd move like to Alabama in the country. But you know, Alabama's close to Florida, so no complaints on my end.
And I like where we live because there's a lake right like down the street and stuff. And me and my friend Osi, she's my neighbor, we'll get our skateboards. She'll be on my bike, and then I have my skateboard, and then we'll have like a rope or something, like scarves tied together, and then she'll be pulling me to get there faster. And I don't know, we just go swimming there, and it's fun in the summer.
You know, that's like the downside about being in the country. There's not that many neighbors, are there? They're like so like many miles away and stuff. Yeah. But I mean, like,
that's a good thing.
It is. In town, like, we literally had like everybody. everybody just knew everybody and like hung out and played and did ride bikes and do all that. So that's a big difference. You have more people in town than in the country. Country girl.
And I be riding my go-kart. Man, I broke that thing. I can't ride it no more.
How'd you break
Fix
it?
I was driving too rough. It
Oh
says
my
that.
goodness, you do drive rough. This kid, if Sophie has a go-kart, she drives like crazy. Remember when you drove anybody like my sister-in-law, my mom, my dad, anybody she'll drive in her go-kart, they'll be screaming because Sophie would be driving so crazy. She's a little crazy driver.
Yeah. And then I asked Aunt Marsha one time if she wanted to ride with me. She rode with me, and then she was like, never again. That's what everybody says. And I'm just like, what? It wasn't even going that fast. Because the more weight you put on it, the faster,
Slower?
Yeah, the slower it is. And when I'm just by myself, I be speeding, man. Man, I be hitting those bumps and curves. And then I be riding in the woods because there's like a trail
in our woods.
Yeah.
That we made with the little.
No,
trail?
not that thing that we made. Yeah. But anyway, it's fun.
You like being country girl and bike riding. You love to ride your bike. And tell them what happened to your bike. Like what, 2 months ago?
My poor bike. No.
And we have cameras.
No, because I haven't even been in school 2 months, and yeah.
It was before that. Was it 3 months?
Probably like 4 or 3.
Okay, tell them what happened.
My bike got stolen.
And we have cameras, and it was at night. Tell them about the whole scenario.
So it was like 10:30 or something.
But what should you have been doing though?
It should have. Well, my dad doesn't let me keep my bike in the garage because there's too much stuff in there. Like his 2 cars, all his Poshmark stuff, everything. He has just so much stuff in there.
4-wheeler, go-kart.
Yeah, everything. So he doesn't let me put it in there. So I keep it either behind the house or just like in the yard somewhere. And my back tire and stuff, it was loose. So I told him about it, and he said he would fix it tomorrow or the day after I told him. So I left it by the she shed. Man, somebody came up in there. He took him
It was a guy. He had a hoodie on.
Yeah, I'm just like taking bikes from a 13-year-old.
He stole her bike.
He really took it. For what?
But then it wasn't a comfortable ride because, like she said, the back tire was all wobbly.
Probably came off.
Yep,
it did. But that bike, I love that bike, man.
I know. You got that for Christmas, when? A couple years ago?
2 years ago.
But then now, what do you have? A better bike?
No.
Well, it's a really good bike.
I really like my old bike better. I love it so much. Man, I miss it.
But we got my coworker. I bought a bike from my coworker. It was his mom, so it's a nice bike, and it has a big seat. It's comfortable.
It's nice.
Very nice. So she got a replacement bike. So, but where do you keep your bike at now?
In the garage.
Yeah.
He's good. He made room for it. Sure did. It's not good. That one's not getting stolen. But I was saving up to get a moped, but then I read the rules, the law and stuff, and I can't ride it without a license or a what's it called? I don't know. It has to be a license. You have to have some kind of license to ride it, or a permit or something, and you have to be 15 to get that. So
You said by that time, you're not worth it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a car, man. I'm not gonna be driving around in the moped.
And she definitely, as soon as she can take driver's training, she's taking it because that's more independence. You can do more things. I had my license as soon as I could do it. I took my driver's training and I was ready because it makes it more easier. Like when you have your volleyball practices and stuff, we have to be running you all around.
Yeah. Oh, and Daddy was getting mad too. He was like, when is this thing gonna end? Because as soon as he would get home from work, he would have to take me to the school for my volleyball practice. He would get mad and stuff. I was like, well, sorry, only a few more weeks.
He gets burnt on stuff. He's like, oh, but that's life.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
So when you can get a license, you're getting your license. And then what kind of car do you want to get?
A Mini Cooper.
A little hoopty. You gotta start out. You can't start out with something. You gotta start out a hoopty. Hoopty doo.
No.
What are you gonna get? What do you think you're gonna get? I want to hear what you think you're gonna get for your first car.
A Mercedes. No, I'm playing.
So, sister.
Golden hour.
What do you think you're gonna get?
No, I don't know, but I want a Mini Cooper.
I like those things. They're so cute.
Phlegm.
Yucky. Yeah, but do you have anything else to talk about? Don't be on your nose.
I'm not.
Oh,
I
I
have a
looked like you
pitbull
were.
right
I was
here.
like, ooh. What else do you want to talk about? Are you excited to learn how to drive?
So my grandma let me drive. So, I was with my cousin and my grandma, cause I don't know, I don't know. And there's this road that like nobody goes on. So I was like, Grandma, can I drive? Please. She was like, do you know how to? I was like, well, I drove in a golf cart, a go-kart, so many stuff. And then she was like, don't crash us. And then she stopped. She pulled over. She got out. I was like, oh my gosh, this is really happening. So I got in the front driver's seat. I put my belt on. And then I put the car in drive. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm really driving. And then she was like, slow down, Sophie. So, and then I almost crashed into the bridge part.
Oh my goodness, what?
And that's when she was like, you're done. So I was like, let me keep driving. I was like, it's okay.
Crash into a bridge part. Well, hold on, wait, what? I don't know about
There's like a railing.
Oh my goodness. See, that's like she shouldn't have let you
And
do
I
that.
was looking at her and I was smiling and then it was like drifting and I was like, oh
my goodness. What is this?
And then she was like, Sophie! I was like,
oh my goodness, I did not know anything about this. Why did she?
But I was doing good. Other than that, I was doing really good.
She didn't even tell me about this. My mom didn't say. No, she might have said it like a couple days after the fact. Like, yeah, Sophia, I let her drive. Like, what? Deborah?
My arm is hurting.
I don't even think she let me drive before I got my permit. See, it's always like the grandkids. They always get that special treatment. They always
You
get
better
to do...
not do me like that. No, I'm playing.
It's a different relationship
I'm
when
not
you
gonna have no kids.
You need to focus on school, the Holy Ghost. You got too much other stuff. Don't even say that. Period.
I know. I said I'm not having none.
Don't even talk about that. You're 13 years old. You need to be focusing on school. Well, number 1 is God. Number 2 is school. Those are the 2 things that you can focus on. That's it. So there's that. I wonder if they have 50% off today.
We're not going to the Goodwill. I will get out. I will get out right now.
And go where?
I don't know.
Where are you gonna go?
The church right there. I don't know what. I don't know.
Child. You love going to the Goodwill.
The devil is a lie.
Why? Why don't you like going?
You take too long. You'll be taking like 30, 40 minutes in there, and I'm just like, come on, 10 minutes is enough. Like, ugh, no.
10 minutes? Really, Sophie?
Yes.
10 minutes is enough to go look and see what they have?
Yes.
I think this is the store. Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, we're at the church.
Oh, man.
So, we're at the church. So, alright, everybody. You guys have a good day. Maybe we'll come back to you with Mr. Parliament. I'm gonna park on the end up here. Alright, we'll talk with you guys later.
Peace out.
Bye.
Have a good day.